So this is This Week at Bungie, February 11th, 2021. All right. Here we go. This week at Bungie, Season of the Chosen began. Yeah, remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the first This Week at Bungie for Season of the Chosen. So let's see what's about. All right. Season of the Chosen kicked off with a bang of sorts. Kaido and Prince of the Cabal has entered the fray. Zavala stood his ground when being offered a seat on her war council. Ever since, we've been watching countless Guardians doing their best in the new Battlegrounds activity to keep the Cabal from uniting into an unstoppable threat to the system. New seasonal challenges have made their appearance. The Helm has opened its doors, and a fresh collection of loot has been introduced, fueling a hunt for new tools of destruction. We're just getting started. Week one of a new season is always fun, but there's more coming. Stay tuned. Awesome, man. I can't wait to see. It says more coming, so I keep saying this. I hope a Tribute Hall comes back, especially the way the Helm looks. I truly hope something comes out of there. You know, that'd be pretty freaking neat, right? What do you guys think? I think that would be like one of the sickest things ever. If you haven't seen the calendar, if you go to Bungie.net and you end up either on the Season of Chosen page or even the link for this Week at Bungie, you can see the calendar here. All right. Now, let's see. For those who purchase Beyond Light, you may notice a few new goodies as well. The Stranger has a collection of new stasis aspects and fragments to earn, giving you more combat options to choose from. There's a few different ones. The Titan one looks pretty neat. It reminds you of Middle Tree Arcstrider, but it's just stasis. A new landing zone has been added to the northern reaches of Europa to help you complete quests a bit quicker, and new exotic armor pieces have been added, one per class. This is freaking awesome, and what I mean by this is they put the landing zone or the fast travel zone up top. And I was complaining about this last season because I felt like they did that so they could get more playtime out of us by making us basically go back to Varix or the Stranger and then having to sparrow all the way up top again. So it was pretty neat for Bungie to do that, and I'm glad that they didn't like put it in the map in the middle of the map somewhere when they know that most stuff that we have to do, we have to go up there. All right. Even if you hadn't purchased Beyond Light just yet, we also updated power floors and caps to help you get caught up for raids, dungeons, and general quests. Okay. Also, let me go back. I missed out. The new exotic armor pieces are pretty neat. All right. The Titan has a chest piece that basically doubles your Thunder Crash damage. The Hunter has one that makes you invis, and if you make you have two smokes to make yourself invis basically. And if you make you and the teammate invis, they also get resilience. And on top of it, you get melee energy back, which is the smoke energy, which is pretty neat. The Warlock has one where if you're matching the subclass with the weapon type, you get to do more damage. And if you're holding your super, it increases that even further. It's pretty neat. It's pretty awesome. I will have reviews for each chest piece once I get all three. The cool thing about this too is the soft cap is now 1100. That means everything in the game is at 1100. Actually, no, that's not the soft cap. That's the base cap. Anything in the game, even if you look at collections, 1100. The soft cap is 1250. The powerful cap is 1300, and the pinnacle cap is 1310. That's the max you can get for this season. If you're looking to spend some more time in our ritual activities, Strike, Crucible, and Gambit, we added some new weapons for you to hunt from post-game. Another great thing that they added this season, there's 2 weapons in each of these things. All right. I'm loving it. The Strikes has a pulse rifle and a rocket launcher. That rocket launcher is pretty neat. It is also a precision rocket launcher, so that means that it has built-in tracking. There's a bunch of cool new perks for it. Crucible has a great sniper, which is a 90 impact, 72 RPM sniper. I'm probably gonna be doing some mayhem later on this week just to see if I can get my hands on one. There's also a sidearm that comes out of there. It reminds me of the Iron Reef from Destiny 1. If you play Destiny 1, Gambit has a hand cannon, which is pretty neat. It's called the Bottom Dollar. It's a 120. It has great perks. It can even roll opening shot and the rangefinder on it. Pretty neat gun to go after as well. We added some new weapons for you to hunt from post-game drops. Word on the streets that Bomb Doll is a pretty spicy 120 RPM hand cannon, currently available from Gambit. I just spoke about that. We're excited to see what new loot you claim as you start digging in the new season. So let's turn our eyes to the rest of the Twab, shall we? We have a collection of patch notes that we're eager to cover, an update from Black at Bungie, and a play support report walking us through known issues from Season of the Chosen. All right, be heard. Over this last year, we've been increasing our efforts to support diversity and inclusion, not only at Bungie, but throughout the Destiny community and the gaming industry, uplifting voices that deserve to be heard, supporting initiatives like Black Lives Matter, and forming internal clubs and committees to further support employees. These conversations should never be one and done, and we're committed to be continued support of equal justice for all. Black Cat Bungie introduced last year has an update for you all on our Be Heard collectible pen in celebration of Black History Month. Hey all. In August, we talked about our newest additions to Bungie, Black Cat Bungie, with the goals of spreading equity among our employees at Bungie. With Black History Month on the way, Black Cat Bungie has been educating employees at Bungie about historical figures, current industry leaders, where to support local Black-owned companies here in the greater Seattle area, and taking our own lessons and turn them into actions. 2020 was a stark reminder of the systemic racism that continues to plague the United States. We're proud and grateful for the powerful ways that many of you have showed up for our Black and Brown communities through your activism, willingness to engage in challenging conversations, and support of the philanthropic work being done to combat racial injustice in our society. 100% of our profits from your purchases of the Be Heard emblem last year were donated to the Equal Justice Initiative, which added up to an impressive $425,000. Ooh, that's some good stuff right there. These funds will help support the EGI critical work over the next year. EGI focused on educating the public about America's history of racial injustice as a starting point for repairing its painful legacy of slavery, racial terror, lynching, segregation, and mass incarceration. EGI will continue to change our criminal justice system by fighting against the death penalty, challenging excessive punishment of children placed in adult prisons, and working to overturn wrongful convictions. EGI will also advocate on behalf of incarcerated men and women facing overcrowded, violent, and inhuman prison conditions. This work has become even more critical given the increased COVID-19 and fatality risk inmates experience. There is much work to be done. Thank you for continuing to support the mission of social justice for all through the purchase of the Be Heard emblem pin on Bungie Store and EU Store. 100% of profits from your purchase of the Be Heard collectible pin will continue to be donated to combat systemic racism. Every purchase will receive the Be Heard Destiny 2 emblem. We know that racial equity in America cannot be obtained by recognizing 1 month out of the year. We are dedicated to diversity and inclusion year-round and expect to hear more in the upcoming months about our plans. Thank you for making Destiny a place where everyone is welcome. I need a moment of silence. Bungie, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you guys. It's freaking awesome. I may give Bungie a lot of slack here or there, but I do appreciate playing a game and having a studio that's that backs you for you just being you. You know what I mean? I like that. So thank you, Bungie. If anyone in the studio does watch the video, you guys are awesome. Yeah. Let's go to the patch note stragglers. Truth be told, it can sometimes be difficult coordinating with multiple teams to ensure every bug fix, minor tweak, or major feature is covered in the patch note document. This season, we identified a handful of notes that we wanted to highlight, as we feel they're pretty important changes to the Destiny 2 experience. First up, we have an introduction to quest details from the dev team, followed by a general list of patch notes. Over the past year, we made a handful of iterative improvements to the player quest experience. Early on, these improvements focus on helping players understand the quest when viewed together. Most recently, we added a quest detail screen. This new screen allows you to dive into details of each quest, which should help you. Taking the narrative, context, and visual themes of the quest, understand what the quest is asking you to do and what you've done already. Get a better look at the rewards for completing the quest. Taken together, we're hoping you feel more knowledgeable and motivated by the quest in your log. You can access the following screen by hovering your cursor over a given quest and using the inspect command. So this is basically what it's going to look like. It shows you that Hawkmoon is the reward here, and the first step is 1 out of 10. It's to follow Crow's dream, travel to EDZ, and complete the mission Cry from Beyond. That's pretty neat. So that's something new that we also got in the game, which is another quality of life change. We're excited to build on the quest detail screen in the future update with more improvements to the quest experience. And now onto some general patch notes. Rituals: remove Hawthorne and Red War error dialogue when completing her clan challenge. Player can now turn in gunsmith materials 100 at a time. Ooh, I like that. Vanguard tokens 20 at a time, enough to get a full rank. Reputation, Valor, Glory, and Infamy rank up banners are now at the bottom of the screen, no longer blocking players from taking actions in orbit when hitting a new rank. Valor, Glory, and Infamy values are now available on the main director screen for the ritual. Gambit reworked the mode system for more reliable gathering. Crucible Iron Banner removes skill-based matchmaking listed from the Iron Banner tooltip. It has been using connection-based matchmaking along with the rest of Crucible since June of 2020. Survival: life count changed from 6 to 4. That was nice. Respawn time changed from 7 to 5 seconds, consistent with rules set prior to Beyond Light. New Light: a Guardian rises. Destroying the spider tank during the divide phase will now progress the director by 50%. Fix an issue with veteran accounts that start a new character could not progress or dismiss some tutorials. Schism: fix an issue where players could jump through a window during the Novota vignette and block their mission progress. Cold Boot: fix an issue for veteran characters playing the New Light quest that would cause the legendary weapon tutorial to persist throughout the entire mission. Risk Reward: Risk Runner: fix an issue where players with full energy weapon inventory slots will have Risk Runner sent to the postmaster upon pickup. The weapon now drops as an exotic engram during the mission, allowing players to clear the room in their inventories if they wish to pick up the Risk Runner immediately. Forsaken Campaign: fix an issue where players can see a quest full messages when trying to start the Forsaken Campaign, forcing them to find and pick up the quest at the quest archive in the tower before proceeding. All missing patch notes are being added to the Destiny 2 Update 3.1.0 article. If you haven't taken a look at everything that's changed this season, stop by and give it a read. And I tell you, this read is long. This is going to be a long read. Destiny Content Vault plus Cosmodrome. This season, 2 strikes from Destiny 1 are making their entrance to Destiny 2 to provide the Destiny Content Vault. We have a quick update on our plans for the Cosmodrome from the development team. Dev team: last summer when we revealed our plans for the Destiny Content Vault, where we cycle out older underused content to improve our ability to evolve Destiny 2, we also committed to periodically unvaulting legacy content, merging some of the best that Destiny 1 and 2 has to offer. That announced included the reveal that the Cosmodrome will be returning and that it will be fleshed out to roughly Destiny 1 Year 1 parity. When we first shared our plans, we were still in early developments and uncertain how far we would go with the Cosmodrome and Vault. We were pretty sure it wouldn't include the Plague Lands, but what about the location added in the Year 1 DLCs? Or the awesome colony ship behind Sepic's lair with the Taken King? What about all the public patrol spaces? How much of Cosmo would we need in order to accomplish our goals of having a great space to tell the new Guardian origin story while still giving veterans players a big dose of nostalgia via some updates to the Strike playlist? As we approached Beyond Light launch, it became clear to us that we had a choice to make. After returning all 3 of this original strikes, do we invest more time and resources in bringing Cosmodrome to D1 parity, or do we switch our focus to building new experiences for Year 4 and beyond? Given that we believe that we achieve our original goals and knowing the community and team desire for new content, we chose the latter option. But when we made that decision, we felt to probably update your expectations for how far the Cosmodrome experience was going to be a standing. That was a mistake. So to clear things up, with the Devil's Lair and Fallen Saber Strikes returning, we don't have any active plans to add more to the Cosmodrome than what is there. Will be focused on new updates overall. We'll continue to use the Destiny Content Vault to drive variety in the live game in the future. The Cosmodrome was our first big push, and later this year, the Vault of Glass will return. We'll share more later this year. Okay. I'm not sure how hard it is to like bring back those other parts, but at least they're, you know, being like forward and telling us why it's not there. I thought it was just a bug or something. Chosen ones. We never want to jinx a new season by saying things are looking good, so let's avoid that. Earlier this week, we issued a hotfix to address some crashing issues on Steam, and we're having a handful of new issues being tracked with Season of the Chosen content. Destiny Player Support has a full write-up. Yeah, Destiny Support will have a full write-up of known issues, workarounds, and fresh investigations below. This is their report. Okay? We have all the updates here. Next Thursday, February 18, will be released. Here's the timeline of events. Okay, so there's more updates coming in. All right. Below are some issues that will be resolved with hotfix 3.1.0.1. A complete list will be shared when the update goes live. Salvager salvo can now be reclaimed for collections. Vendor tooltip would no longer say they require trial tokens to rank up reputations. Okay. The Whisper Chain Stasis Fragment will now probably grant damage resistance when standing near frozen enemies. Swapping between Challenger medallions or Cabal runes on the hammer approving will now refund currencies used. Steam launch issues. We are currently investigating reports of players being unable to launch Destiny 2 from Steam, and will provide more information as it becomes available. Players who are affected by this issue should report to our help forums. Beyond Light and Season Pass clarifications. Players should be aware that the Beyond Light plus Season Bundle in the Destiny 2 Legendary Edition includes a Season Pass that we apply to the account upon purchase. These bundles do not include more than one Season Pass. Known issues. While we continue investigating various issues, here's a list of the latest issues that are reported to us in our help forums. I don't know if I want to read through all this, but we'll see. Cabal goals not dropped from raid or dungeon completions. Socking the hammer proven prior to receiving a quest step. To do so will not complete the step. Players will need to re-socket the hammer to progress. Barrier Colossus champions of Battleground Behemoth may walk out of the barrier shields. I mean, they always been, I don't know, they've been doing that for a while. Ascendant shards from Crucible and Gamer rank rewards cannot be acquired with a full consumable inventory, even if there's room in Ascendant shard stack. The back half of the bump and run sparrow is missing. Warlock loosened Knight Universal armor ornaments disappear from the appearance tab of armor when unequipped. Doom Archer's linear activators perk no longer activate. Yeah. Fix that, please. This is all I run, dog. You know what I'm saying? Look, my Titan. I still have him on and shit, but look, bro, please fix that. Fix that. Thank you. Multiple armor mods, including hand cannon targeting and missing from players' inventories. The 14 Animus ornament shows that it can be applied to Kefri's Sting instead of the Helm of Saint 14. The Mental Remembrance ornament shows that it can be applied to Aeon Swift, but is actually for Shinobu's Vow. Step 2 of the Decrypting Darkness quest will not grant a free Umbral engram when being completed on second character. This is intentional. Players will need to play activities to find another Umbral engrams or acquire one from their season pass. We're investigating an increase in Anteater error codes. The Vanguard 8 bounty challenge sometimes does not award bright dust on completions. The Caduceus ornament shows that it can be applied to Aeon Souls, but is actually for fitting aspects. Eyes of Tomorrow's Dawn less damage than intended. For a full list of emergent issues of Destiny 2, players can review our known issue article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our help forums. Bringing a knife to a gunfight. I'm not gonna lie, it's been difficult picking movie of the week this week. Our feet have been covered in players experiencing Battleground for the first time, taking new weapons out for a spin, and having some good old-fashioned fun with Destiny 2. The picks this week were a bit unexpected. Well, I mean, they were unexpected in the grand scheme of things, but we definitely saw a lot of players saying, oh, these will probably win movie of the week. Turns out those expectations were correct. Love the Jungle Destiny fan film, okay. A throwing knife, only 8 column, the best clip I ever hit in Destiny, nice. 8 column with throwing knife, okay. Artist of the week, Kaido and Crow. So Crow you noticed in his new clothes. We just wanted you to know that we noticed too. We also noticed the really fun reception of Kaido last week. The fan art has been awesome, and we have to say that your attention to detail is unparalleled. Yeah, it's pretty dope. For the last few Twabs, we've been advocating the use of Destiny 2 art when sharing your content. Truth be told, we check quite a few hashtags when looking for pieces to be featured. Destiny art, Destiny, hey, Bungie, look at this cool art. They're all acceptable. In any case, share to all who spend their time creating sweet art based on the Destiny universe. We always love seeing and sharing these. With everything going on, it's been hard keeping track of the days this week. Depending on your time zone and when you're reading this, today's Thursday, which means tomorrow's Friday, I think. The team is pretty excited for you to get your hands on some Trials gear this weekend, new armor, new weapons, a returning favorite, and even some perks to keep an eye out for. Messenger. And I see Desperado being right there. So, Messenger's back. You guys probably already know this. Even if you can't reach the lighthouse, you can start collecting some new gear from wins 3, 5, and 7. Don't forget, we also have a weekly bounty that grants the 3-win reward upon completion. See you out there. Don't go easy on me if we cross paths. Cheers, DMG. All right. So there it is. That is this week at Bungie. It's not bad. All right. Pretty awesome. And yeah, this will be put up on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Shit. Don't forget, if you like this video, you like this weekly stuff, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, please. I would appreciate that. Stay awesome out there, Guardian. All right. If I see you at the tower and your character looking like doodle, I might flame you, but it's okay. All right. These things must happen for you to, you know, get that glow up. Okay. All right. See you out there, Guardians.